Sorry about moving the camera. Hi. Yeah, it's pretty cold here. It's not bad, really, but it's cold. So let me get all that turned down. Because every time my dogs go outside, it notifies me with the ring. Hi, Jennifer. So hi, everyone. We are in December, and I was going to go live and have you look at me, but then we've got too much to show. So for this one, I need to, hi, Donna's, we need to talk about the December daily, because a lot of you are new to Scrapbookers of Country Craft Creations. Now I've got a couple of tutorials. My little bow, I got to fix that. And I want to go through them with you guys to kind of show you what I do. So I start the December daily the last week of January of each year. Then when it gets to be this time, we already have our December 2020. It's done. And there's no stressing and figuring out how you're going to do all the fun things you want to do and make this December daily, because we're done. And I'm going to show you some tips and techniques that I use to make it a lot simpler. So first I want to just start with December 2018. And I want to tell you, this is on here on YouTube. And it is also, I think it's on Scrapbooks. I need to check, because I kind of changed the format to where now I can do to both the group and YouTube at the same time, so it's in both places saved. But when I did the December 2018, this one I did in November that year, and I knew I was planning a trip, but I have to tell you, so I want to show you this format. This is a big one. This was a big one. It's over 9 inches, and I still have not filled 2018. And that's one thing you may think when you're making the December daily is, well, I'm not going to fill it, but you're going to be surprised as you're going through your pictures over the years. Family members have photos on their phone, and everything is so joined now. You can go in and share files. You're going to find more that you want to put in here. So I have this great big envelope, and this is when we went to New York, and stayed with Sally and Jimmy. And I'm going to take this out because I want to show you some of the different sizes of my printer. But you need a big pocket, because you're going to want to be able to shove things in there that you want to keep. So like I said, this is a big one. So maybe if you've got a huge family or a young family, but this is when we went to see Santa Claus, and they told me how naughty Sally was. This is when we got on the train. So different ways to attach memorabilia to your photos is with your brads. I had Wilbur there, and he was not happy. That was his first time meeting Santa, and he wasn't having anything to do with it. I was going to try it this year, but I don't know. He might have a heart attack. So this is when we got to Sally's house. The journaling, maybe you don't like to write, and this is where your computer is going to come in handy. I printed up on my computer in Word, nothing special. Cut it out, mat it, and stick it on. So again, this was big pockets. This little album is huge, huge, huge. This is the way to use your folders, and I'm going to be doing this with our new one, and I'll be going through it each week with you. These were the kitties that actually tried to beg me to bring them home from Sally's house because they loved me more. No. And that's when we were downtown. Of course, I'm glad we got to go, because that kind of stuff just, isn't happening. But this album, like I said, is on here on YouTube. And this was the photo play paper. And again, I used my memorabilia to make pockets. So I won't show too much more. But it is a huge album. And see, it's not full. I did weekly, the different things that we did. I can't do daily. Daily for me is like crazy. And then like week 3, we got into baking with the kids. Coco from Authentique stayed with us. Wilbur was quite young there, you can tell. He also decided to bake cookies with us. So these pictures are also all printed at home. So I'm going to show you that because you're going to want to ask Santa Claus. Now, see, I haven't even filled up the rest of it. This thing was huge. Huge, huge, huge. And then December 25th, I always have just December 25th by itself. This one, again, I could have used this probably for 2 years. So this one is on, here we have those flip throughs. Again, tons of room for pictures. So this is a fun one. If you want to make a really huge one, then December Daily 2018, I don't know where this came from. 2018 is the one for you because it's huge. So you can go back. We'll just stick that in there. You can go back and remake this one. But like I said, this sucker is big. So what I did for 2019, now this one is also on my YouTube. I pared it down. This one was a bit smaller, and I used the Authentique. So I found that as we were doing this, and I did weekly. So this is where I want to show you a couple of things. Pictures do not have to be printed on photo paper. These were just printed on paper. I just have a 24-pound cardstock, and they are great. And again, in your December dailies, you do not have to have like photos. This was something that the advent of kindness that I just wanted to remember. And some of these were done by day. But let's be real. We're not that, we just can't. And then as we went in, I even did some handwriting. Sally was posting prompts, and she's going to do again on our blog and on Scrapbookers of Country Craft Creations. We're going to have daily prompts for you. And it's going to be like a photo or maybe a memory, and it's going to help you to fill your book. And I'm going to be doing one each day or each week also with you. Our favorite movie, and then just a little bit, you know, things that my kids now can go back and see as I remember as a child laying in bed on Christmas Eve, hearing the magical sounds of Christmas. Things that maybe I didn't tell my kids, but now they can go back and see. But this album is a smaller one, so it'll be good for you if you have maybe smaller needs. And then I stuck even the cards and different things. Oh, I don't know if you're on here, Pat, but yeah, this was put in there because it was an absolutely gorgeous tag, and it just really matched the theme of the book. Graphic 45 tags are so great. So I'll be using them in the new one. I'll tell you about the new one. And then again, a very treasured gift that was given to me from Lillian in our group. And then Pat Luna sent me this recipe. So see, even things like this that are very special that someone took the time when I asked for it and sent it to me, that happened, you know, on day 10. And then this was also a very special card from Cheryl. I just thought it was absolutely gorgeous. And it happened to come on this day. So it doesn't have to be, like I said, a photo. It could be on that day. That's when the card came. And again, he was being very naughty. So again, we had a death in the family, so actually I put that in there. I just printed it off, and for his celebration of life, I just put it in there last year when we got word. And again, printed on just regular cardstock. That was the sky that night. It was amazing. And I just jotted down my memory as I was looking at this. So like I said, it does not have to be pictures. It can be little cards and notes that came. And just keep them because you're going to look back and say, gosh, those things happened that day. Again, another fun card from one of our design team members. And see, I still have days that I can fill. And I do have things to put in here. I just never get back. Yeah, well, Sally's pretty naughty. Okay, so this, again, these are empty, but they were very special. So I remember from Pup's Bakery. In fact, she's a member of our group, and she started her own little business. And she had sent for Wilbur. Now, I'm not sure if she's still in business. I really hope she is. And Wilbur was opening the package from her. And I actually do have grandkids. See, I still have numbers. My daughter-in-law and Wilbur in matching jammies when we went to the Sandus Park. So if you don't have time to put these, just go ahead and put them in the pockets, okay? And on this one, we had the very special side pockets. So it was smaller, like I said. That was the back of Wilbur's pajamas this year. Yes. So Sally has already started, and I will be in the evening. So she'll do probably, I'm not sure if she'll get to it every day, but I will be doing a day prompt, or an evening prompt for you. And then on December 25th, we had some very tired puppies and a very tired granddaughter who passed out on the couch. These are the kind of pictures. And then, of course, Wilbur trying to get his pajamas off. He's a brat. So that was, this was 2019. Smaller. And I'm finding as we go along that small is nice, but we made it very, I mean, you've got lots, you still have a lot of room. I made this with lots of room. Now, we're going to get started on December 2020, on our 2020. This was last year's, in January for this year. It's already been made, so I am ready to go. Now, my first, yeah, I'm going to use these. My first photo is going to actually be in here. I don't use this. I use these kind of as this very special spot, but I'm going to, I'll be home for Christmas. I'm going to take a picture of the manger that I put up. I'm going to take a picture of what I posted in Scrapbookers today, that saying, and I'm going to put it in this book because to me it was a very important saying, but you've got so much room. And this is why I break mine down in weeks and why I will be doing it just weekly with you. So week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. Now on this one, I always have an animal spot. So this will be for the animals, but we did a cooking. So we went into baking. So this one for 2020, and you know what? My booklet is in the other one. I have 2 because I made 2. One for the tutorial and one for the sample. I need to get it out. But we made the booklet to go back here, and you can put recipes. That tutorial is available, and that's been broken down to our baking section. So what I want to show you is some ideas and the different printers I use. So you need to ask Santa Claus. This is from, I want to show you my sprocket. And your sprocket comes in 2 different versions. One is an actual camera. I love this. Now we actually I take this to retreats, and I've allowed people to use it so that they can take the pictures home, because last year, usually we have a photographer, but we didn't this year. And that's what comes out of this little guy. I absolutely love it. This one just hooks up to my camera, not my my phone. And the paper, this is what I love about it. There's no ink cartridges, so you need to ask Santa Claus. I don't sponsor these or anything. They're just what I use for myself. So I always have pictures. And then what's really cool is, see, this is what your paper comes like. No ink. They're 2x3. You can take extras with you. This one will go with me, and you just charge it with like you do your cell phone. But these little 2x3s are perfect just for the little spots. And you just peel the back off, and it's sticky. So that's great. And then you want to make little envelopes. A lot of times you're like, what is this stuff for? Well, you might want to write the week. And then I'm going to be adding them. Actually, this goes in the other one, but I've got some for here. So ephemera. Ephemera is going to be important for your dates, but we do have the numbers. We have them in gold and silver at countrycraftcreations.com. Like I said, I do week 1, week 2. And the prompts are going to be posted on Scrapbookers. Another fun one is the Instamax. I don't have any of the photos to show you. Again, the ink. So this is another one to ask Santa Claus for, because you're going to get the picture instant. And I wish I had one. Oh, wait a minute. Let's see if one's on here. Nope, it's not. You're going to want one. Yes, the little printers are so worth it. I'll show you these in a minute. So there's that one. Now the one I use the most, and I did have the Kodak. It died. And the HP has come out with the HP Sprocket Studio printer. It is so much nicer than the Kodak, I think. I love it. You still have to have cartridges. But each cartridge comes with the paper, so when the cartridge runs out and the paper runs out, you just get a new one. Now I keep quite a few of them on handy, and they are what prints out. Love it. I'm telling you, it's so easy. They are what prints out all of these pictures. Now the quality, look at the quality. These were printed from my phone, from the Sprocket. So you want to have this printer. These were printed. Yes, they were printed from there, and then I just cut them to fit. So these are from the small printer, from the Sprocket. That was our bedroom, and that was my mug. Sally's was naughty. Hers said naughty on it. Mine says nice. And all of these right here in the collage of her kitchen were from the Sprocket. So these are great little things for these albums and for your journaling. Anywhere you want to just be able to print a picture and stick it, and you don't want to go to the store. Yes, the store is going to be, you know, cheaper. And if you're going to do in bulk, then of course you're going to want to get those printed from there. But, okay, for the December daily or weekly, I don't call them, they are daily. They're called dailies. The model, let's see, for the Sprocket, Teresa, which one? This one? Well, when you go on Amazon, they're going to be newer. I've had mine for 3 years. Just put in, there's really no model number. They don't like they're not like your iPhones and whatnot. They don't continually change them. They're not, they're great for the smaller size. They don't change them per se. Oh, I love this big one. The big one, no, there's no model number. It's just going to be your Sprocket Studio printer. There's no model number. There's just a serial number because there's only one. Yeah, there's no other. It's the Sprocket Studio printer. You're going to love it. Paper sits. Well, paper sits right in there. Now this one does not, like I said, have the ink for it. But when you purchase your paper, you get the ink with it. You can purchase the ink separate. I keep about 4 boxes on hand, so make sure you ask for Christmas. You need to get one of these. And like I said, if you're going to do the smaller December, if you're just getting started on it, your Sprocket is what's going to be really good for the printers. Or I just print right on my computer. 24-pound paper, regular paper, bright white. It's not even photo paper. Now, December dailies. We're going to start the December daily for 2021, the last week in January. I don't even have a calendar. And we'll be doing it for about 4 or 5 weeks. It is a complete kit, and the paper I've chosen, I'm working with Authentique, and not Authentique this year. I've done Authentique the last 2 years, so I wanted to do something different. And the paper that really caught my eye is from Echo Park, and they are actually putting together for me just a whole complete kit, but you'll get your chipboard and everything will be announced here pretty soon. You're going to hear me. There we go. So our December 2021 will start in January of 2021, the end of January. You'll get a complete kit. You'll have all the little embellishments. You're going to have the numbers. You're going to have all the numbers you need. You're going to have all the paper you need. Yes, it was frozen, Jan. And it will be in a kit for you. And we will get this all put together in January, and then you're going to be set. So when Christmas comes, you're not stressing. You're already is put together, and we are ready to go. The paper from 2021 for 2021 is going to be a cozy. It's called a Cozy Christmas. And Echo Park is putting together a full kit for me. It's going to have chipboards, ephemera, the paper, extra paper. It will have your pre-cut chipboard. It's going to have your ribbons, your buttons, anything that I'm going to use in there, your enamel dots. It's a complete kit, so that in January through February, we're going to create the album, and we'll be showing the paper for it this weekend. So I'm excited. I'm getting the whole kit. I'm picking it up today. And we will, like I said, start in January. And it's going to be so much fun. And okay, Scrapbookers of Country Craft Creations and countrycraftcreations.com. I have a blog attached to the website. There'll be weekly prompts posted for your December, daily or weekly, whatever you want to call yours. But I will be posting every Monday 5 prompts in the evening for you to put in your book that week. And then I will come on Sunday and I will show you what I put in my book, so that you can see. Some of you may be like, I just have no ideas. And that's what I did last year. So every Sunday evening I'll come on and I'll show you what I've put on these and each one of them to start my week off. And we'll just go through our book until December. And I'm really excited to do this with you guys. It's a lot of fun, and it really helps when you have the visual to sit here and know that it's not just about pictures. It's also about your memories in your head that's going on right now. And that's why I like to do this with you guys. Okay, well, you've got a lot of December dailies or weeklies to choose from. All tutorials are available free, of course. So you've got your 2020, 2019, and if you're looking for a big one, so I want to show you the size difference. Here's our size differences. So you've got one to meet every need. This one, I was very overzealous. I was so excited. I loved the paper. It's just huge. So you could actually make this for 2 years. It's on YouTube. I'm going to double check that. Might just be in Scrapbookers of Country Craft Creations. 2019, and we have 2020. 8 by 8.5 by 8.5 on this one. I believe 7.5 by 9.5. And then this one was just very large. 8.5 by 10.5. So this one's big. 8.5 by 6, a little over 6. 8.5 by 6. And then this is our 8.5 by 8.5. For me, this is the perfect size. 8.5 by 8.5. Oh, well, you're welcome, Antonia. I hope that you guys do. I mean, and crafting is all about the memories and all about fun. I understand why, you know, some tutorials have to be paid for. That's the crafter's livelihood. But with us, your support at countrycraftcreations.com, our store, is so much appreciated, and our designers and all your support of them are so much appreciated. And that's why we give back to you by doing our tutorials and just being able to do them with you and show a beginner. Our whole main goal is to show a beginner how to create their books without frustration, we hope, and without tears. So that is our whole goal at Country Craft Creations, is that we're going to show you how to create something to keep your memories in, because it's so important for your family members. And when you sit down and you see your grandkids looking through this, or your kids, or even your husband, and they're just beaming because they're like, wow, you know, I didn't know you did all this. It's really nice. I heard my granddaughters, they were going through the 2018, and they were like, wow, we didn't know you did all that in New York. Wow. You know, I could hear them in the back room. Is that Sally and Mima, or is that Grandpa and, you know, Sally's husband? And just to listen to the response was great. Now, these are going upstairs, and they will be put on my coffee table for my family to enjoy. And it's, like I said, it's just great. Now you can see too, even through a lot of use and abuse, I did lose my bow. I need to fix that, but they're going to hold up. They're going to hold up. We're going to do an 8 by half. This is the most popular size, Donna. So I'm going with the 8.5 by 8.5. It just really is, I think, the perfect size. And we get so busy during Christmas. This is why I do it in January. Also, you've already done the presents. The family's gone home, and now it's time to sit and make something for you. This is for you. And that's why in January, we really emphasize on you. Now on Facebook also, we'll be doing a New Year's Eve crop. We're going to do evening and day. We're going to kick 2020 out the door crafting together, and then we're going to start 2021 crafting together. So we won't start this, but we've got some other fun beginning of the year projects, and then we'll go right into starting this the last week in January. Okay, everybody, I hope this helped get you started with your December daily or weekly. Again, Scrapbookers of Country Craft Creations. I've already posted one item that I'm going to be printing off, and it talks about December. And this evening, I will have 5 prompts up for you so that you can put it in your book for the week. And then I'll see you next Sunday, and we'll do the walkthrough, and I'll be putting everything in my book for the first week. Oh, hi, Janice. Oh, I hope we do. We want to make it easy, because when you create one of these the first time, I don't know if you guys get that really so proud of yourself feeling, but it's a great feeling to know that you've created something with your hands. For me, it is, because I used to watch my mother sew, and I always said, I'm going to make something one day. And now we are, and we're creating something that our family can pass down and keep forever, hopefully forever. But I am going to get back to work now. And please visit us over on Facebook at Scrapbookers of Country Craft Creations, so that you can start reading about your first prompt to go in your book. Bye, everybody, and have a fabulous day.